and welcome to our full moon heart opening yoga class. I'm so grateful for you joining me today. So let's get moving and opening our heart space. So let's begin by bringing our hands into the lotus mudra. So bring the pinkies and the thumbs together and fanning out the rest of the fingers and just closing down the eyes and connect to the breath. Breathing in deeply through the nose. And out through the nose. Breathing in. And out. As you connect with the breath, bring your awareness within, letting go of your day so far, letting go of your to-do list, just being present right here, right now. Tuning in to the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out. Tuning in to your heart chakra now. Just taking note of how your heart space feels. There's no right or wrong answer. Just being aware of how your heart feels today. Opening up the eyes and coming back into the room. We're going to bring the hands together at the heart and then open up wide for a big arm circle as you inhale, looking on up at the hands and then bringing them back into that lotus mudra, coming down to your heart. Inhale, coming up over your head and coming back down to your heart in the lotus mudra. Breathe in one more wide arm circle, reaching on up and then coming back down to your heart space. Now we're going to do an arm circle, bring those arms up over the head and then turn to the left. Nice spinal twist happening as you gaze right around behind you. Breathe in, coming back to center. Breathe in and bring those arms up over your head. And now exhaling to twist to the right, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you, gazing around. And inhale, coming back to center. Coming onto hands and knees. We're going to move through some cat-cows. Breathing in, gazing on up. And exhale, curling under into cat. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, get that nice arch going through the back. Inhale and raise your heart forward and up towards the sky. And exhale, coming in, protecting yourself. One more. Inhale to gaze on up. And as you exhale, just coming into a neutral spine position. Going to tuck under the toes and come on up into our first downward facing dog of the day. So keeping the knees bent and just starting to walk the dog. Pulsing those heels up and down, nice and slowly. And inhale, both heels come up. Exhale, working both heels towards the ground. And just hanging here for a moment in downward facing dog. Grounding down through the hands, spreading those fingers wide. And working those heels towards the ground as well. Inhale, and as you exhale, coming on down onto the knees and bring the third eye down to the mat in child's pose. Just resting here, melting your heart down towards the mat. And when you're ready, raising the head, coming on up and coming onto the knees. We're going to melt our way down into Anahatasana, or the melting heart pose. So moving the hands forward onto the mat, you're going to bring your chin down and rest your chin on the mat. Of course, you're welcome to use a bolster or a block to lie in front of you, to rest your chest, to rest your chin. I don't have any props with me on the mat today to demonstrate, but feel free to use props as needed. Melting that heart down towards the mat. Continue to breathe deeply. And inhale to slowly bring your head back on onto hands and knees. And now we're going to move forward into cobra. So coming on down, maybe moving your hands a bit, and then extending the arms, raising the upper body up. Gazing on up, lifting your heart up, raising love to the whole universe. Continuing to breathe. We are doing a beautiful slow class here today. Holding these poses for a bit longer than we usually would. Being slow and loving with yourself. And coming down and putting your hands just on the mat, giving yourself a little rest. And when you're ready, coming on up, back onto hands and knees, and we're going to come around onto our backs. So lying on down and bringing the feet up towards the bum, and having the hands down towards the feet, we're going to raise the hips up towards the sky. Into bridge pose. If you like, you may use a block or a bolster under the hips to support you in this pose. Continuing to breathe deeply. And then lowering the hips nice and slowly until your back is completely on the mat again. Now straightening out the legs. And we're going to come into fish pose. So raising up the chest and kind of rolling the shoulders and elbows under, bringing the hands under the bum and bringing the top of the head down towards the mat. Raising the chest up. Opening the heart, allowing love to flow freely in your life, opening yourself to giving and receiving love. And coming slowly back down. And we're going to bring up the left leg, squeezing the knee into the chest. Taking that left knee with the right hand and bringing it over the side body. Stretch out the left hand, gazing out towards the left. Releasing, letting go. forgiving. Coming back to center. Give that knee a hug into the chest. And then swapping over, bringing the right knee up to the chest. Give it a squeeze. Taking the right knee with the left hand this time. Bringing it over to the left side of the body. Extending out the right hand. Gazing over towards the right side of the room. And letting go. Bringing out what no longer serves you. Making space for loving energy to enter your body. And as you come back to center, give that knee a hug into the body. And then release on out. And set yourself up for Shavasana. Lying out flat with the palms relaxed and facing upwards. Letting the feet flop out to the side. And closing down the eyes. And while you are sitting there or lying there in Shavasana, I'm going to guide you through a quick heart-opening meditation. Feel into your heart space now. See your heart chakra spinning and glowing, perhaps a green or pink color. And let this loving energy spread from your heart chakra throughout your entire being. Let it radiate through you, spreading down through your legs and spreading up through your arms and neck and face. Until your entire being is radiating with loving vibrations. And as you let those loving vibrations move through your being, bring to mind someone who needs your forgiveness. It might be a family member, a friend, colleague, or someone who is a total stranger to you, but perhaps you weren't loving when you encountered this person. Or perhaps it is yourself who you need to forgive. As you visualize who you need to forgive today, visualize loving energy being transferred from your heart chakra to theirs. is safe to love freely. It is safe to give and receive love. It is safe to be loving. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you need. But if you'd like to end your practice now, I invite you to give your fingers and toes a bit of a stretch. And when you're ready, slowly make your way up to sitting. Thank you for joining me for this full moon yoga practice today. Opening your heart to loving kindness. Namaste.